Okay, let's do the last one.
Okay, finally, we have stress management, the psychological and biological methods of stress management, including stress inoculation therapy and drug therapy.
Awesome.
So let's start off with the psychological methods.
Okay. In stress inoculation training, or SIT, the mind is retrained to either reduce the perceived demands or learn to cope with the demands.
There are 3 phases. Conceptualization.
Relive stressful situations and analyze why they weren't successful. Why you weren't successful at coping with the stress. Break down the stressors into things that can be coped with individually or as a group.
Yep. And we have skills training.
Taught specific and non-specific strategies to cope. Non-specific is what, Liam?
Non-specific are relaxation, zum Beispiel.
And specific?
In relation to a stressor.
Okay, there we go.
And then the third phase is real-life application.
Put the training to the test. May involve role plays with the therapist, follow-up sessions if necessary, and this way it becomes self-sustaining.
Which is good. And positive evaluation here. It deals with the causes and the symptoms. It's good for everything.
Yeah, it provides methods for dealing with future stresses.
Also, SIT is found to be better than systematic desensitization, which we will talk about in a moment, at helping to deal with a second stressor.
Law students with anxiety and stress. Oh, this is a sporting study.
It is a sporting study.
Law students with anxiety and stress. All participants who received stress inoculation therapy had lower levels of anxiety and stress.
And what Joe was meant to say was stress inoculation training.
Oh, therapy training, whatever.
I think it's training. Yes, so I don't know whether you said this because I can't remember, but they improved their academic performance among the predicted bottom 20%.
Yes, negatives, it takes time, money, and a high level of client commitment.
That means that you have to go to lots of sessions, which some people are unable to do, aren't they, Joe?
Is that... Yes.
Another minus is that it's difficult to change habits developed over a lifetime.
And it may be over complex.
Yeah,
as a
it
treatment.
Might just be like your dog once bit you, so you're scared of dogs now, but you know.
Yeah.
So, next we have psychological methods and drugs.
First off, we have benzodiazepines, or BZs.
BZs.
BZs. What?
Not
BZs.
Did you just say Z?
Yeah.
Do you come from
I'm
America?
appealing to the American listener.
That is not listening. This slows down activity of the central nervous system, or the CNS for short, by increasing the levels of GABA. GABA.
GABA.
GABA.
GABA.
GABA. GABA.
Okay. GABA slows down nerve cell activity, causing the body to relax.
GABA.
Stop. The decrease in serotonin is caused as a result of and that leads to less anxiety.
It does, and we can evaluate this positively by saying that it is rapid action and it has few short-term side effects.
It can, however, cause drowsiness and a risk of addiction and ultimately dependence.
Yeah, so those were actually a few side effects that I failed to mention.
Yeah.
Also, drug tolerance may occur. So, yeah, basically, you need the drug. And also, longer-term use is linked to cognitive impairment.
Another positive, there was a meta-analysis that found that
what?
I thought that BZs was 132. I don't know why, but found that benzodiazepines were more effective than other drugs when treating social anxiety.
They were, and that's benzodiazepines. We have beta blockers.
They reduce action of adrenaline and noradrenaline. They block receptors on the heart that are stimulated by noradrenaline, reduces sympathetic nervous system, SNS, activity directly, which leads to you feeling calmer, and slows the heart rate and decreases strength of contractions.
My writing is very legible.
Yes, it is. Like it.
Okay, so we can
Spider.
evaluate. Alright, it's not that bad.
No, it's better than that.
Okay, some positives. It reduces performance anxiety, for example, in a concert when you're playing the violin.
And that enhances your performance.
It does, however, it does not work for social phobias. Another study here.
Supporting.
It is studied over 2,000 musicians in the US. The ones who took beta blockers felt better
Yeah.
about their performance and received better critic reviews.
There we go. Drugs, another positive for physiological methods. Drugs are easier to use than psychological methods and require less time and effort and less money? I don't know. Maybe that comes under time. Depends what the therapist is charging.
Exactly. The therapist's probably charging quite a lot.
Hey, my mum's a therapist.
Probably charging quite a lot.
Okay.
Okay, I think that wraps it up.
That concludes biological psychology.
Yep. Well done.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Commitment, challenge, control.
You will remember this. It's great.
Commitment. Challenge.
Control.
Commitment.
We should stop.
Definitely.
Bye-bye.